Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about why some of the smartest technical teams on the planet, including Amazon, are accidentally burning millions of dollars on AI, and why Gartner is predicting that nearly half of all enterprise AI deployments are heading straight for a wall by 2027. So what's happening? Let's see. As someone building AI automation platforms and helping enterprises navigate AI governance every single day, I see this exact pattern play out constantly. The issue isn't that models aren't capable. The issue is that companies are deploying autonomous agents without financial guardrails or realistic operating models. Today, I'm breaking down what actually went wrong in that 1.8 billion Amazon case study, why the agent hype cycle is breaking down, and the exact governance framework you need to protect your margins before you scale. So, the fact: Amazon just burned $1.8 million on a single AI project. Just think about it. It was supposed to be a simple data matching task for Amazon. Nothing big, nothing crazy. Matching author details to product listings on their store. Instead, it ran 860% over budget. Took 5 months for anyone to even notice, and then the deployment failed anyway. That's crazy, right? And if you think that's just an isolated mistake from a tech giant, Gartner just dropped a sobering warning. 40% of all enterprise AI agent deployments will be cancelled or decommissioned by 2027. Not because the AI models are not smart enough, but because enterprise leaders are deploying autonomous AI agents without basic governance, financial rails, or operating models. So in this video, I'm going to break down how a 1.8 million Runaway token bill happens, why the agent washing bubble is bursting, and the exact 3-part AI governance playbook you need to scale AI without going broke. So let's begin. As someone running an AI governance consultancy and building enterprise SaaS platforms, I see this exact problem every single week. But seeing it happen at Amazon proves no one is immune, really. Let's talk about what actually went wrong inside Amazon. When traditional software engineer writes buggy code, the program crashes. It throws an error, you get an alert, and it stops. Total cost? $0 or very minimum. When you use a large language model, in Amazon's case, Anthropic's Claude Sonnet, a bed configuration doesn't crash. It just keeps running, retrying, consuming millions of tokens, and silently sending the bill to your cloud account. Amazon engineers set up a task that ran pointed at an entire catalog instead of a small sample batch. A retry loop triggered over and over because nobody set budget alerts or rate limits. It took 5 months before anyone connected the Runaway API usage to an invoice. Now this brings us to Gartner's latest forecast. Over 40% of agentic AI projects will fail by 2027. Notice what Gartner didn't say. They didn't say that AI models are incapable. They cited 3 specific failure modes. First, escalating costs nobody budgeted for. Moving from a cool demo to production legacy systems inflates costs by 5 to 10 times. Second, unclear business value and agent washing. So what's that? That's the vendors are taking basic chatbots and relabeling them as autonomous agents. When executives ask for real ROI, the project collapses. The third is inadequate and binary risk controls. Companies either lock down AI so tightly that no one can use it, or they give autonomous agents write access to production databases with zero permission control, which is crazy. So how do you land in the 60% of enterprise success instead of the 40% of cancellations? And here is the recipe. You stop treating AI governance as a binary switch, locked down or fully trusted. You need a tiered governance model. So let me explain how that works. Tier 1, observe agents. These agents only have read-only access to defined data sources. They summarize documents, run analytics, or search knowledge bases. Risk is low. Governance here should focus on basic output accuracy and data leakage prevention. Tier 2 is advise agents. These agents draft reports, write codes, or recommend actions, but a human must review and manually click submit. Governance here requires checking for automation bias, making sure your employees are not blindly just trusting the flawed AI recommendations. That's very, very important. And then tier 3 is ACT, which is autonomous execution. So this is where agents can write data, execute API calls, or send transactions. Never deploy a tier 3 agent without these 3 strict rules. 1. Hard budget capping. Hard token limits at the API proxy level. Example, stopping jobs at $500 spent automatically. Or you can set 1,000, whatever. Number 2, model tiering. Don't use just frontier models like Fable or Opus for basic data transformation. Use specialized or smaller models for that, or use prompt caching. It's not necessary to use really like big models and smart models for this. Number 3, human in the loop approval gates. That is super important. Require dual sign-off for high impact enterprise actions. In my own SaaS business, where we power mission critical auction platforms, or we build our AI automation agents, we live by one rule which governs everything. Build the guardrails before you build the capability. Before launching any internal or customer-facing AI agent, ask your team 3 simple questions, and then make sure they have answers for those. The first is, what is the exact unit economics on this run? If it costs you 50 cents per execution, does it deliver $5 of value. What happens when API loop gets stuck? Where is the circuit breaker? Or do you have a circuit breaker? And 3, is an AI agent actually required? Because you could simply use a deterministic script to do the same job faster and 100 times cheaper. AI agents are going to transform how enterprises operate. There's no doubt about that. But only for the companies that build disciplined governance before scaling up. If you are an enterprise founder or executive trying to implement AI without burning through your budget, drop a comment below and check out the link in the description to get in touch with our team. We'll be happy to talk to you, to discuss the project with you and advise you. And don't forget to subscribe for more practical breakdowns on AI governance, automation strategy, and SaaS execution. I will see you in the next one.